Nick Hamilton, Nightcast Media. Wanted to ask both Wood and Michael. There was a interesting scene where Wood and Karen Pittman's characters were talking about how they were going to teach Michael as a young black male how to deal with certain elements like police and how to conduct themselves. And it appeared like Karen's character, who's the mother, was a little overprotective, but Wood wanted to allow Michael to kind of grow in that character. Just talk about the dynamic between those two parents, how they were able to have two different perspectives, but yet still be respectful at the same time and still honor one another and showing that example to their son.
Um, yes, I think this is again, it's in the script, but it's the yin and yang of things. Me as a father, I'm a father. I have a son and a daughter, and I'm also a man that was raised by a man. So it's not all that often you like. It's sort of not talked about a whole lot. Men raised by boys raised by men. Type thing. And so me and my brother were raised by my father. And so my instincts probably come from that as far as my relation to. I watched how my mother and father, my mother was there, obviously, but she was, my father was just the head of the household, similar to Eric. So we were raised by a man. You know what I'm saying? And my father's nickname was Man. Like so, but he was not a dictator though. My father was not a dictator. So a lot of the way I am is just my instinct as a father, and from me seeing my dad and things like that, and even how I relate to Dawn is it's kind of like my dad. He was he let my mother do what she did, and then he just did what he did. And that's basically what I'm doing. I let Dawn do her, and if I totally object to it, I just totally object to it. And she really rides with that objection. There's no argument back and forth necessarily. So,
I think, like Wood said, it was everything was in that script, and to see I mean, because Mara has such a specific voice for each of these characters, so even reading it, I was like, oh, this is my mom, this is my dad in real life, like this is, you know what I mean? So it was easy to kind of take personal experiences because my mom will say, she's like, I am Don, I am Don. My dad's chill, laid back, but like when he puts his foot down, everybody kind of heard, we hear. You know what I mean? And he is like, I can't always go to my mom for certain things. I got to go to my dad, and it's like that same, that counterpoint because all of it's the like it's the yin and the yang. Um, and so, but it was really cool to see, obviously when you're making the show, like Wood said, you're in the forest, like you're in the thing. So to see what it came out to be, how Carrot and Wood, I mean, it was perfect. It was perfect.
mhm.
Very well agreed and looking forward to season two as well. Thank you both.
Man, thank you.
Thank you.